Another way of looking at nativization is functional nativization. This is a term which was used by Kachru. According to Kachru, functional nativization is determined by the range and depth of language in society. By range, we mean, or in fact, Kachru means domains of function in which English is used. For example, what are the domains in which English is used? Again, in terms of whether it is used in higher education, whether it is used in law courts, or by media, or by political leaders, or in the newspapers, etc. So, the range of functions which English is used for. And depth would refer to the degree of social penetration of the language. By that we mean the number of people who use the language, or the different social groups which use the language. So functional nativization is determined in terms of the range of functions that the language performs and the number of speakers that we have for the number of speakers who use the language. So for functional, because of functional nativization, that is the social penetration, the use of language by an ever increasing number of people, and increase in the functions that it is used for, ranging from housewives when they use it at their kitty parties, to children who use it in the playgrounds, or when children use it in the classroom to talk to each other and to their teacher, at conferences, in the parliament, on TV, etc. So, because of this wide range of functions that English performs in several outer circle countries, several varieties or registers or local genres of the language emerge. And these registers, genres, varieties emerge as a result of the local needs, as a result of the need to express local ideas and local cultural and religious identities. So we have very local genres in the newspaper because they have to express ideas, or some sports which are very local. For example, when they report, let's say, Kushti, they have to naturally adapt English to describe this particular game. Similarly, English, when it is used, when the legal register which is used in Pakistani law courts will be very different from the legal register which is used, let's say, in native English speaking countries, because our lawyers deal with situations which are very unusual for the native English speakers. For example, when they have to deal with honor killing cases, cases where acid is thrown on women's faces, or when they have to deal with cases like Vani, etc. So, because of all these local needs and the need to express these local ideas and concepts and traditions and practices, several genres and registers of language, of English language, have emerged in the outer circle countries. So in South Asia, English is nativized as Indian English and Pakistani English. And in these countries, it performs a range of functions, as we have already discussed, ranging from corporate trade to media to developmental sector to government domains, higher education, science and technology, and not only that, but also in literature for creative writing, fiction, poetry, etc. We can have an idea of the social depth of English in some of the outer circle regions from these numbers. There are an estimated 333 million speakers of English only in India. And this is the highest number of English speakers after the US and UK. So if only India houses so many English speakers, we can imagine the numbers how much higher the numbers will be when we consider the English language speakers from all the outer circle countries.